Hello, and welcome to a new video. Today is going to be about Noah and the flood, so let's get right into it. The story of Noah and the flood is a very familiar story of the Bible. It begins when the Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that he was grieved in his heart. The Bible says that God was so sorry his creation had become evil, and that he decided to destroy it all. Except, Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah was a just man, perfect in his generations. Noah walked with God. Noah is a great example to us of a man with profound faith. Because, by faith, Noah, being divinely warned of things not yet seen, moved with godly fear, prepared an ark for the saving of his household, by which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteous, which is according to faith. And the result of his godliness was that the human race and the living creatures on the ark were saved from destruction. The Bible says that the flood that was sent by God was so bad that all flesh died that moved on the earth, all in whose nostrils was the breath of the Spirit of life, all that was on the dry land died. Only Noah and those who were with him in the ark remained alive. The Bible says Noah was 600 years old when the flood of the waters was on the earth. Counting genealogies in the Bible, we believe it was 2349 BC when the flood started. How long did the flood last? The Bible tells us that it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, but the flood lasted much longer than that. It took a long time for all that water to subside and allow dry land to reappear. Noah and his family were on the ark for over a year. After the flood subsided, the Lord made a profound promise to us. Genesis chapter 9 verses 10 through 11 says, "And as for me, behold, I establish my covenant with you and with your descendants after you. Never again shall all flesh be cut off by the waters of the flood. Never again shall there be a flood to destroy the earth." And the Lord placed a rainbow in the sky to remind us of this covenant. You should also know, for historical reasons, that there are many other cultures that have stories about a flood in their history. As many as 270 flood stories are known in the world. There are stories in India, China, the islands of the Pacific Ocean, and in Native American folklore about people who survived a great flood. Now, as a Christian, I believe it is important to grasp the facts of the flood because it helps support the validity of the Bible. Fossil records all over the world demonstrate that at one time, water could have covered the whole Earth. For example, sea fossils have been found on the tops of mountains. How did they travel there? A worldwide flood could explain it. The flood could also help explain what appears to be the aging of the Earth. In other words, the world may look older than it is because of the damage of the Great Flood. Scientists, however, don't agree on this. In closing, when you hear the story of Noah, does it remind you of another one? Think about Noah again. God saved the whole world through this one man. God does this again later through his son Jesus Christ. That's what we call a parallel in history. I think the moral of the story is that God really does hate sin, but he will provide salvation from it. And that concludes today's story on Noah and the flood. See you next time for the Ice Age. See you next time. Bye!